CCX Sports presents coverage of high school volleyball. Tonight, a non-conference matchup between the Knights from St. Michael Albertville and the Osseo Orioles. From Osseo High School, John Jacobson along with Andy Gugasberg. And Andy, still very early in the season. A weekend, each of these teams has played one match. The Knights and the Orioles each winning at the Side Out Classic Saturday in Edina.
Yeah, good volleyball all day long at Edina. Really impressed with the way St. Michael took care of their side of the ball early and often. They've got the offensive threat coming from all over the court, and a couple setters that I think can really wing the ball around when given the opportunity. On the other side, we have Osseo. They're going to be looking a little different than they did on Saturday with an injury to one of their setters, but they have got the ball control and the big weapons on the outside to really put some teams away quick.
Each of these teams with 22 wins a year ago. They both play in Section 5-4A, or 5-3A, I should say. So this is a big match potentially when it comes to seeding time in a couple of months.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why a lot of these teams with their scheduling, when they go non-conference, they want to get some teams in their section that they're not going to get to see in conference play. So this will get brought up at the seeding meeting in October, without a doubt, whoever comes out on top.
Let's look at our key players, starting with STMA. Michaela Henderson is senior. Had a big season last year, and she's going to be one of the leaders for a pretty balanced STMA team.
Absolutely true. Definitely balance being the key to their offense, and it's not just her ability to kill it from the front row, but her ability to control the ball, whether they serve it at her or they hit it at her. Her first touch is very good as well.
And for Osseo, a senior, Lindy Odry, 17 kills Saturday in their win in the Side Out Classic against Tartan. She can bring it.
She absolutely can. She's got a cannon for an arm. We've been talking about her for a few years now. For her to be in this program as a senior, trying to get this program back to a place that they were familiar with not too long ago, competing for a section title, I think she's got the arm to do it.
What's the key for each of these teams?
Well, early season, I think the key for STMA is going to be to play the type of volleyball that they want to play, not being dictated by what Osseo's fans have a tendency to do to people, make them uncomfortable. On the other side of the net, with Osseo losing one of its setters on Saturday, it's going to be how fast can they get into their new 5-1 system, and can they hide the small block when their setter is in the front row.
Could be a good one tonight. STMA and Osseo High School Volleyball coming your way next, right here on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Back live at Osseo High School, John Jacobson with Andy Gugasberg. St. Michael Albertville and Osseo, each 1-0 on the season. Getting set to go tonight in this non-conference matchup. Starters for tonight, starting with STMA, J.K. Lamons on the middles, along with Emma Van Heel, Sin Henderson, Sam Palmer, Michaela Henderson, Sophie Fritz is the setter, and Megan Kruschke is the libero. We'll give you Osseo's lineup in a moment as STMA serves to start tonight's match. Odry outside left with a kill, and the first point goes to Osseo. Here's the starter for the Orioles. Riley Steester, Gabrielle Bodine, Katie Fong-Bongza, Taylor Kwan, and the other three starters, Lindy Odry, Kennedy Nelson, and libero Maggie Bauer. Odry mentioned with the 17 kills the other night, gets the first one here tonight. Kwan back set here to Odry across, handled by Michaela Henderson. Outside swing off the block, and the Knights have their first points on the kill from Sin Henderson.
Henderson, nice job using the fresh block of the setter. Not used to being in the front row. That could be a problem for Osseo throughout the night.
Palmer served deep, handled by Kwan. They go back to Odry, handled back row by Palmer of STMA. Swing across. And a point for Osseo.
Nice block there. Good close from Fongbangza as her and Audrey built a wall.
Kennedy Nelson, setter for tonight. Big swing, but long by Michaela Henderson, and it's a 3-1 Osseo lead. Nelson usually setting along with Ellie Teckham, but she got hurt Saturday in their win against Tartan, so it's all Nelson tonight. Steeser, who had 14 kills on Saturday, gets a kill here, and it's 4-1 Osseo. Good start for the home team.
Good diverse offense so far, working to both pins. Need to see the middle get involved a little bit in transition here. Osseo seem to be firing on all cylinders.
Nelson, nice little float serve, diving for that. Good play on it by Palmer. And this one over for a point. STMA stops the little Osseo run to make it 4-2.
Yeah, nice swing out of the middle in out of serve receive there around the block. Great placement.
Nelson back set with a whistle. Going to be on Osseo. Double contact, and it's 4-3.
Emphasis for the high school officials this year. Athletic play will allow a double contact to go since she was stopped to set there. That has to come out clean.
Steester floats it over and drops it in. Right in front of the diving Sophie Fritz for a point.
Another kill on the outside here. Great placement here. Good set to the outside. Recognizes the defense on their heels. The tip over the block and down. Henderson going to want to step in and play that ball.
Audrey deep serve handled by Van Heel. Play at the net. Good dig by the libero Krutschke. And a kill for Sin Henderson, her second tonight.
Big swing from number 10 there. I'm really impressed so far with Fongbangza's block here. This one gets over it, but she does a pretty nice job throughout into the seam. Nice swing.
Oh, that one off of Audrey and out. 5-5 here in set one. And another one catches Audrey up high, and another point off the tough Henderson serve.
Yeah, Audrey definitely known for her front court presence. Definitely going to be the target, I believe, of the night serve throughout the night here.
Go at her again, this time handled instead by the libero, Bauer. Back set goes to Steester down for a point. And Junior, the third kill tonight.
Good, nice set back behind. I like the fact that the middle's able to get off the net and take the first touch. Great ball control.
Ball in the middle, tip over, and a point for Michaela Henderson.
Two Hendersons scoring the lion's share of the points so far for STMA.
Tight to the net, tipped over by Bodine, and a point for Osseo.
Bodine, really nice placement there, able to get up and stay athletic and work around the block, throwing that ball deep.
Steester, line drive serve handled by Krutschke. Powered at the net off Audrey. Good save on it though. And Kwan gets it across. All set, and then this hit by Lamont, and it's a point for Osseo.
Was not expecting that from Krutschke out of the serve-receive ball. She's got a cannon as well.
This one into the net by Steester, and it's tied up at 8.
the jump topspin tends to be a feast or famine type serve. You can go on runs with it, but it is pretty high air. That's the risk you take.
Yeah, it'll be an ace catching the net and dropping in front of Kwan. Served by Krushke. St. Michael leads by 1.
Kwan going to take care of first touch for North Dakota State for a few years. Not ready for that ball off the tape.
Kwan gets this one over, though. Max from the left side.
Nice out-of-system swing, able to roll shot that around the block and down for a point.
Ball to the middle, big swing by Van Heel, handled by the Orioles. Outside, Ogery pounds it in.
Tough angle from where we're at. That ball went off the antenna. Late call from the line judge, but yeah, we'll take a look here. Yep, off the antenna.
No point for STMA, and they lead at 10-9. Fritz, the senior, gets the serve here. Nelson across for Ogery and down.
Ogery not going to make 2 errors in a row when set. She takes care of that second ball down off the block for a point.
Bodine serve. Fritz will set it. Van Heel off behind that ball. And the junior middle. With St. Michael back in front.
Van Heel unloading on that ball. Let's take another look here. She's in front of the setter, able to get her hand through the ball fast. Steester, expecting that ball to drop in front of her, has her platform down early.
Point for St. Michael. Double contact whistled against Osseo. It's 2 here in the first set. And the serve, just long from Sam Palmer.
Almost hit 2 Orioles on the way out. They both get out of the way just in time here. Take a look, the duck and the drop away. Ooh, and that ball was significantly closer than it looked at first. Great eyes to leave that one go.
Mitchell set outside. Henderson taps it over for a point. Michaela Henderson the kill. St. Michael back up by 2.
Came in with a lot of pace. Looks like she's going to unload on this thing and then doesn't quite get to it, so she has to tip it across with the left hand.
Nelson outside to Steester. Handled back row by Palmer. Swing from the right side by Sin Henderson. Now Nelson, quick center. Cross by Fongbongza. And Heel over and across. Let out, and a point for Osseo.
Good long rally there. Good defense on both sides of the ball. Just a little careless with that final swing.
Fritz and Michaela Henderson the kill. A couple of seniors teaming up there to get that kill and put the Knights back in front by 2 again. Here's Kwan left side, handled by Krushke. Michaela Henderson long. Well, St. Michael's had a few chances to extend their lead to 3, but haven't gotten there yet. Back to a 1-point game at 14-13. Henderson long again, Michaela Henderson, and we're tied at 14.
Michaela Henderson overrunning the set a couple times there, missing long. Stay patient, stay behind the ball, get on your launch pad.
Bauer serving, floats it, but into her side of the net. Point for the Knights.
Spot was open as all of the serve receivers for St. Michael were significantly deep on that one.
Serve is in. Ogery Kwan let it drop. It's an ace. Knights back in front by 2. On to Nelson. Bodine over. Handled by Krushke. Sin Henderson back and pounded for a point. Maya Kristozek with the kill. And the Knights with their biggest lead of the set, 17-14, and a timeout for Osseo.
STMA able to run their entire offense as their first touch has been on point tonight. Great passing, allowing both setters to be able to run quick offense. We'll take a look at this whole point here. Kwan with a nice pass. It's kind of one option, though. That ball going to go outside the entire time. Quick set behind, great location there, and that ball in between the block and down for a point. Mandy Burian seeing enough and saying she needs to talk it over with her team. They've got to relight the fire that they're going to need in order to come back and take this set. I think on paper they're the better team. I think they're able to play at a level that they should be able to beat STMA, but right now they're kind of just walking around it.
Mandy Burian's in her 5th season as head coach. They had a terrific match that ended their season last year. Heartbreaking loss up at Champlin Park, that 5-setter against Wayzata.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a a one-horse race, but with Wayzata a significant distant second, but significantly better than everybody else. What we saw was Mandy Burian's squad really ready to fight in that match there to finish.
Tammy Cornelius is in her 1st year as head coach of STMA. She's been on their staff before, and longtime viewers of CCX/Channel 12/Cable 12 will remember her as Tammy Pinata. Played at Wayzata and then finished her high school career at Armstrong under Steve Getchell in the mid-90s.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, a few times we've panned towards the end line on Osseo's side, and there you see Kelly Pinata. And anytime we can see him in the gym, the world's a better place.
Steester back, but block on the left side. Another point for STMA, and they lead by 5.
It's a telegraphed back set. Really only one spot she's going to go with that ball. Block waiting, 19-14.
Kayla Henderson just got it over, and a drop for an ace. Can't defend that one.
No, that's the old home court bounce. You're not supposed to get it as the visitor, though. That ball off the tape and down for the clean ace.
6 straight for STMA. Back set for Steester. Nice handle there by Michaela Henderson. Sin Henderson across. And a point for Sam Palmer. Off the touch, another point for the Knights.
Palmer with a really nice job there, finding the edge of the block and throwing it through.
Nelson will set it for Kwan in the middle. Big swing, but too hard by Palmer and out. Osseo gets a point, ends the 7-0 run for St. Michael Albertville. And Henderson, and rallying late to get to that ball was Palmer. Chance for Osseo to take advantage, but now the Knights are recovered on their side, and they hit across, and Kristozek gets the point.
And a nice spot from that swing there, catching Nelson a little late, getting off the net. 7-point lead here for STMA late in set 1.
Here's Ogery from the middle. Handled by Michaela Henderson. Back set, Sin Henderson. And another kill for Kristozek. Big sophomore attacks, and her team up by 8 at 23-15.
Yeah, nothing fancy with her swing here. We'll take another look. Good reversal on the set. Straight in her body line, in between the 5 and 6.
Nelson will set up Kwan. Cross, good give there by Krushke. Floater by Henderson, handled by Osseo at the net. Steester, good dig there. Kwan spins it across. Right side push, Steester digs that up. With a long rally here. Kristozek again. That's set point.
Second point she scored, hitting the almost the same spot on the floor. Block's going to need to adjust into set 2 and take that shot away, see if she can hit somewhere else.
Megan Kruschke, senior libero, serving here for the set. Down for a point, the kill for Sam Palmer, and St. Michael Albertville wins the first set. Going away.
Yeah, we'll take a look at this last point here. It's a decent ball. Osseo with a nice enough pass. Roll shot. Great pickup there by Henderson. And then one block coming late to end the rally. It was 14-14 not that long ago, and an 11-1 run to end the set makes it 25-15. St. Michael taking set 1 here at Osseo.
We'll take a break and be back with set number 2. High school volleyball on CCX Sports on this Tuesday night continues after this timeout.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
Save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
The Orioles will have to regroup a little bit here for set 2 after dropping 11 of the 12 final points of set 1 to lose 25-15 to St. Michael Albertville. Andy, what did you see that didn't go well there near the end for Osseo?
Well, Osseo got stuck in a rotation with a setter in the front row, a middle stacked in the 4 hitting a high ball on the outside, and Taylor Kwan hitting a 2-ball. Normally that's an okay option, except for 7 balls in a row went to the outside, and middle hitter not able to take a strong enough swing to finish a rally. So then they end up going to Kwan in the middle, and now it's a roll shot. And when you have Michaela Henderson on the outside for St. Michael Albertville, and you give a roll shot to the Knights, they're going to be able to come at you with some speed and some ferocity. And their setter been doing a great job running a fast offense, putting balls in location for her hitters to take full swings. And the block for Osseo, we talked early about Fongvangza getting some touches on the ball, but the block really hasn't been much as far as point scoring or even point stopping for Osseo. Their block's going to need to get better, and they're going to need to actually take some fearless swings if they're going to step out and tie this thing back up at 1 set apiece.
Taylor Kwan to serve to begin set 2 here tonight at Osseo. Right side swing and handled by the Orioles. Nelson will set out for Ojri. That's how they got started in set one with a kill for Lindy Ojri. Quiet later in the set, but gets them rolling here to start set two.
Yeah, looked real strong to start set one as well, and then got herself in some trouble in the backcourt and never able to get her rhythm back. See if she can start fast and faster in this set.
Fritz will set it and pounded over by Kayla Henderson, but handled by Steester. Fritz will set. Allen with a block in the middle. Play out the net. Swing across by Ojri. Ojri play near the net. Tapped over each side. Steester cross court, handled by Fritz. From the middle, over by Michaela Henderson. Long rally, Nelson over and off of Fritz, and the point for Osseo.
Fritz, as soon as that ball hit her arms wrong, she just looked at her teammates and rolled her eyes here. Here's a roll shot with some intent and purpose behind it. Just bad positioning, but great spot. Will give a kill to the setter there.
Quan serve, well, it's a little short into the net. St. Michael Albertville has their first point here in set two. Sam Palmer serving. Orioles let it go, and it's long.
Just a bit long into that deep five spot. I like where she's trying to go with that. STMA definitely playing without fear. Every swing they take is either as hard as it'll go or it has a real intent if it's off speed. It's not because we don't have other options. There we see it again.
Yeah, talked to Coach Cornelius about Michaela Henderson before the match, and she called her a game changer. You know, it's a leader on and off the court, solid hitter, passer, and one thing she really mentioned, emphasized, very high volleyball IQ. Said, great to coach kids like that. And gets another kill here.
Yeah, it's I think they called that ball out of bounds. Looked good from our angle, but must have missed it just down the sideline. Everything she does is calculated. Volleyball IQ, definitely the words I would use to talk about that.
So a point to Osseo on 4-2. The block on the swing there from Lamons. Quan with the dig. Here's Ojri swinging across. Fritz over. Michaela Henderson floats this one. Nice dig by Nelson and got it across. Handled by Bauer back row. Here's Ojri again attacking. Fritz up in the air and hitting it long is Palmer. And a point for Osseo. They've got a 3-point lead at 5-2. Kennedy Nelson, the senior, with the serve. Left side, Ojri. Now it's dumped by Fritz, but Osseo ready at the net there. And Fonzanza gets the point.
Quick timeout there for St. Michael Albertville. Fonzanza, really good eyes there, staying loaded and balanced. We'll take another look here. Roll shot. Steester picks it up. Going to be an outside set here. Kind of a giveaway swing. Ball dug. Fritz in the air, and Fonzanza never left her base position. Does everything that every coach trains their middle blocker to do. And in probably the second time in the history of me watching high school volleyball, a middle blocker did what the coach asked her to do and was rewarded with a big point there. Nice block for Osseo as they are up big here, 6-2 early in set two. Coach Cornelius really probably trying to get everybody to get on the same page here. When they're swinging and going for it and playing to win, they're taking their big swings, they're covering balls that get blocked, and they're going for it. The last couple points have gone Osseo's way because STMA has gone off speed and not hit something with an intent and a purpose.
Biggest lead of the night for Osseo here at 6-2 in the second set. Nelson still serving and will serve one up here out of the timeout. Gail Henderson hits this one off of Bauer and out.
Tried the line a couple points ago, missed it. This time she decides right down Broadway, right into the middle of zone 6. And our libero Bauer not able to get strong enough hands on it.
Sin Henderson will serve. Maya Kristozic, who had some big points for the Knights in that first set, in off the bench now in this rotation. Hit is long, point for the Knights. 2 in a row for them to make it 6-4.
Losery taking the lion's share of the swings right now with Allie Hinsey sitting on the bench. She'll be eligible for their next match, a transfer last year. And the way the high school league writes the rules, she has to sit out a calendar year. And because her transfer didn't go until September 1st, that's when she gets to step on the court again for the Orioles.
Back shot, pounded with the purpose there by Michaela Henderson.
You think those two work on it at home a little bit here? There's a great connection. Big swing in the block, kind of irrelevant. She went OTB on that one. Nice swing from the senior outside hitter.
Back to 7-5, back to 2-point match. Kwan boats it across. Good dig, but played at the net. St. Michael recovers. The hit just a little bit long from Lamons.
Great action in the middle there. Lamons able to get up quick. Even though that ball's out of bounds, I gotta love the effort we're seeing from the St. Michael middles in transition.
Here's Maggie Bauer. Long and a goal for an ace. Never handled well there by Krushke, and results in an Osseo point. They're back up by 4. Back set, get across and down. For Stozic and the Knights getting one back, get 9-6.
She's just calm and collected. Doesn't look like she's going to get rattled by much over there on the right side.
Steester cross. Krushke got that. Go to the middle. Michaela Henderson played back row by Bauer. Over by Ogery. Sin Henderson back. And the kill for Van Heel.
Great slide footwork there. Good tempo on this set. Let's take another look. We're going to run what we call a X play with the middle going behind on the slide and the right side coming in to hit a 2-ball.
Krushke gets that down for an ace.
Bottom dropped out of that serve. Looked to be long. Ogery opened up. Kwan opened up and just pulled the string on it, to pull a term from baseball.
Back set, Steester, cross. Good run on that play by Kristozic to get to it. Nelson for Kwan. Off the hands and out. Osseo first to 10. It's 10-8.
Kwan definitely has the volleyball IQ to mix up her shot selection and keep St. Michael uncomfortable. We have a rotation violation. Second one called in this match. I think we have a setter leaving early. Everything seems to be legal now.
11-8. Henderson and Van Heel's swing is long. Orioles' third 4-point lead of this set.
Van Heel up quick there, not able to finish her swing though.
That's long on the serve, and it's 12-9. Service error by the Orioles.
Steester started with that jump spin serve, been on the ground this entire set. Put a few points together. Maybe they figured the risk wasn't worth the reward there.
Fritz with a good serve gets the ace.
Like to see them pinch Ogery a little bit here. Kwan definitely up to the task. You're going to leave her on an island. This one's off the 10-foot line.
Fritz set in the middle, jumped over by Van Heel. And it's 12-11, a third straight point for the Knights. Sophie Fritz serve. Running, hitting it across. Nelson goes past Bodine this time to Kwan, handled by Michaela Henderson. And swing is long by Palmer.
Orioles back up by 2 after the attacking error. Ogery gets back in the front row where she's a little bit more comfortable.
Fritz, tough play at the net. There's really not much of a chance for Sin Henderson to get that in play. Orioles with the point, 14-11 Osseo. Juan spins it and serves. Handled by Bauer. Nelson for Steester. Grushke able to play that. Right side, Sin Henderson gets blocked. It's another try at it. Nelson digs that up. Ogery across. Fritz took that ball. Ogery high, almost to the ceiling there. Long rally here. Nelson will go to Ogery again, and this one down.
Nice long point won by the Orioles there. Good aggressive defense. We'll see the end of the rally here. Ogery able to take her big swing off the block and down to end the point. 4-point lead for Osseo.
Kwan's serve just missed. 15-12, so Osseo unable on a few occasions to get that lead to 5. Back to a 3-point margin. Swing cross court, handled by Fritz. Left side, Michaela Henderson over. Nelson was ready for it. There's Ogery. Grushke gets it. Fritz. Michaela Henderson with the kill.
Henderson just hangs in the air. Bodine leaves the ground at the same time she does. We'll take a look here. Her and Bodine leave the ground at the same time, but she just hangs up there a little bit longer, able to go over the block on the way down.
Ogery with a good swing on it, but kept alive by the Knights and over by Sin Henderson. Nelson tapped over by Bodine. In the middle, Van Heel gets it blocked. Grushke back, over by Michaela Henderson again. Kwan keeps this alive. And over, a kill for Ogery.
Good long rally. We'll see it extended here. Great play out of the net by Henderson. And then the finish, Kwan to Ogery. Off speed down for a point.
Fritz pushed over by Sin Henderson, but missed. Oh no, did get it down. Excuse me. That is in for a point for St. Michael Albertville. 16-14.
Kwan forgetting that that was the rotation Bodine was serving. Otherwise, she probably makes a play for it.
And Heel serves into the net, so the Knights give a point away. Back to a 3-point edge for Osseo. Kennedy Nelson. Ball across, and Sin Henderson with the kill.
Eyes don't dig volleyballs. Once again, we have people looking at balls hitting the ground for Osseo. Not what we saw at the beginning of this set, and as a result, St. Michael back within 2 here, and Henderson back to serve.
Do you ever use that coaching? Eyes don't dig volleyball.
Eyes don't dig volleyballs. Eyes are very important, but they don't actually dig the volleyball. You got to move and go get it.
Henderson with a serving error, so a couple of serving errors for St. Michael Albertville in the last couple of points. And Orioles are much closer to 25 now. Whistle.
Gonna call net violation on Henderson there. That looked like a lot of hair to me, which isn't a violation according to the high school league, but maybe her shoulder brushed it as well.
Oh, nice little jump over by Sin Henderson.
Caught Osseo on their heels there. Good for a point.
Not much margin for error here for St. Michael Albertville, especially in serves. You don't want to give more points away. Ball in the middle, hit over by Ojeri. Krushke to Sin Henderson. Back on her heels with Palmer, but able to deliver the ball. Steester over for a point.
There's Steester finally getting downhill on a ball. She's been a little hesitant. The location of the set hasn't been there for much of the night. She's able to get in rhythm on that one and extend the lead back to 4 for Osseo.
20-16 Orioles with Bauer serving. Cross handled there nicely by Krushke, and Kristojic missed here. Well, she get it down. It is in for a point.
She's pretty surgical from that right side. Take another look here. Big swing down the line.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, right on the line.
But in. Well, Knights hanging in there, but haven't been able to get over the hump to get a rally going enough to even tie this setup. Tight to the net, and into the net goes Henderson. 21-17 Osseo.
Knights still pretty calm even though they're down by 4. Nothing seems to be shaking them right now.
Pounded by Van Heel from the middle off the quick set from Sin Henderson.
They run that shake really well at a serve receive where Van Heel comes in off one leg in front. Normally you only go off one leg behind. Part of the STMA offense, getting the middle involved quick. She's able to turn that ball again into the 5.
Liv Carroll, junior outside hitter, into the match for the first time tonight, number 30. Good play on that right side of the block for STMA. And the Van Heel getting up, makes it a 2-point set. 21-19 with Fritz serving. Off Kwan, Nelson's got a run for it, over by Ojeri. Sin Henderson for Van Heel quick. Ojeri got to the floor to get to that ball. Here's Kwan across. Fritz to the middle, over, block. Outside, Carroll into the match and delivers a kill, and her team back to within 1.
Big swing from Carroll there on a limited transition opportunity. Timeout for Osseo. I was wondering the bench move if it was going to be more for blocking purposes or attacking purposes, and here we see the end of that point. Ojeri with a nice little roll shot. Ball gets set to the middle, quick again. Another roll shot opportunity. Kwan this time right into the lap of Henderson. Big swing again, picked up self-cover. Now we go out of system, and that ball into the seam of the block or over Nelson. I think that ball went over Nelson. Back within 1 are the Knights, 21-20. And I think we're going to need to see Ojeri out of the back row. Right now, this is that tough rotation again for Osseo, I believe. I believe we have Nelson, Nelson in the front row with, if it's with Bodine, this is the rotation that St. Michael ran 9 or so points last time. And it looks like, yes, that's exactly where we are here. Stack on the right. See if they actually run Bodine on a slide or a quicker set and let Kwan hit her high ball on the outside. Maybe run Ojeri over the top of the middle on a white.
Sophie Fritz trying to tie it up here in set 2. STMA has trailed this entire set. Ojeri floats it over. Carroll late to get to it, but did get a hand under it. Over by Fritz. Nelson will dump it across. Kept alive by Michaela Henderson. A great dig on that ball. Fritz back to Van Heel. Cross taken by Bauer. Nelson for Steester. By Van Heel, and St. Michael has rallied to tie it.
That's a great up right there to extend the rally, and now we'll see the end here. It is so hard to block a back row attack. The timing is completely different. Really great block there.
Over by Bauer. Fritz across for Carroll. And St. Michael Albertville has rallied to take the lead. 22-21 Knights. Another timeout for Osseo.
22-21 as this rotation has caused fits for Osseo today. That time, the last two balls, we'll take a look here again. They're going to go slide, go, and they want to get Ogery on a white over the top, but the first pass isn't there, so it's a free ball opportunity. And now you're asking a setter who's never played in the front row to block a junior outside hitter one-on-one, and that's just begging for problems. Great job for Carol coming off the bench. She's had 2 or 3 kills in very limited action here late in set 2. Coaches have got to be impressed. I think Coach Cornelia is really excited about being able to go to a cold player at the end of the bench late in the set in order to extend things and actually take the lead here. Off this timeout, we've got to have a better first touch from the Orioles, whether it is Bauer or Kwan taking the first one. I'd like to see them maybe limit what Ogery's responsible for out of serve receive. Maybe see if we can't find her with tempo out of the backcourt, because when she's able to get in rhythm on a ball, she's been pretty lethal, but she's been hitting off her back foot quite a bit today.
Nelson. I didn't see the signal blocked here by the upper. Double contact on Osseo.
Double contact. That was a great first touch by Ogery. Really handled that ball well, and Nelson not able to take care of it.
Ogery floats it across. Sin Henderson for Carroll. Got it down again. Liv Carroll off the bench late in the second set. Delivers another big hit, and now it's set point.
Yeah, Carroll very unconventional, doesn't really use her arms much to get off the ground, but she's got a whip. They're going for the jugular. Great short serve.
Now St. Michael a little bit off their rhythm, and then they still get the ball down. Van Heel able to drop it in, Andy, and they win the set.
We've been talking about it a lot, the ability of St. Michael to get their middles involved, and those middles always thinking they're available. Here we see the push across, pick up, a lot of chaos. Van Heel with the no approach, just kind of a pop and go, pushes that into the deep 5 to end the set and take care of a monster comeback here in set 2. Down the stretch in both sets 1 and 2, STMA has found another gear. In set 1, it was to separate and finish, and here in set 2, it was to come back and finish with a victory. They're up 2-0.
We'll take another timeout here from Osseo High School. St. Michael Albertville up 2-0 on Osseo. More volleyball on CCX after this.
This is the story of a boy who was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
We scored? Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. But I need that back. No. Kevin!
Some of the highlights here from tonight in St. Michael Albertville, breaking open a close set in set 1 and then rallying after trailing the whole match until they get to the 20s, going up 22-21 for the first time, and they win at 25-21.
Yeah, great job of rotation management there, as Cornelius probably just knew they had to get through one more rotation. That is a rotation that if I'm Coach Mandy Burian, I probably spend all day tomorrow just in that one rotation trying to figure out a better way to get out of it. Great job from the service line from STMA, not letting anybody off the hook the entire day. Look for them to try and roll out here and finish. Orioles on the other side of the net really going to need to dig in and see if they can force at minimum a set 4 here. You don't want to get swept on your home court.
Some changes this year in conferences. In the Northwest Suburban Conference, Rogers comes in replacing Irondale. So the Royals and nearby neighbors will be full members of the Northwest Suburban Conference beginning of the season. And St. Michael Albertville, along with Buffalo, moves into the Lake Conference. So no easy going for those teams in a lot of sports. Definitely a move up from the Mississippi 8 competition-wise.
Absolutely, but as we talked about on last night's broadcast, with the population growth that those two communities have seen recently, it makes a lot of sense for them to join the Lake and get more competitive, not just in volleyball, but in football and all the other sports across the way as well. Beering with a little look of concern on her face right now, not quite sure where the answer is going to come from. See if Ogery can start strong and stay strong here.
Sophie Fritz, who served all those points near the end of set 2, starts us off here in set 3. Here's Palmer across, handled by Taylor Kwan. Ogery attacks. Knights ahead of it. Henderson over and tipped over by Van Heel in front of Kwan, and the first point goes to the Knights.
Van Heel, great space there, good location for that tip, catching Kwan on her heels a little bit.
Ball the middle, over and into the net by Kwan.
Uncharacteristic errors early here for Osseo.
Nelson, back set over by Bodine. Here's Palmer attacking. Kwan got to that ball. Nelson set it for Ogery and over. Another attack from Palmer. Good dig by Bauer. Right at the net, down for an Osseo for a St. Michael Albertville point to make it 3-0 Knights.
Knights definitely extending their momentum from set 2.
Until there.
And you heard the air leave the gym as that ball hit the ground. It looked long, they wanted it long, and then the bottom dropped out again. That's a great serve. Oh man.
My goodness, can't do anything on that one either. Back-to-back aces for Fritz. Yeah, we saw Kroschke last set getting one that just dropped in at the line, and Palmer, and then got to help from the net on that last serve. So very fast start here for the Knights. A lot of rhythm here. Ogery over, and this one will drop, and Osseo's on the board.
Ogery taking care of the mess at the net, finally getting out of that rotation. The way they start, their bad rotation is their 6th rotation, so they want to get back in and maybe catch the lead before they get into that tough one.
Hit from Van Heel is long, and back-to-back Osseo points to make it 5-2.
Very aggressive swing from Van Heel there.
Ball the middle, Michaela Henderson, you got this one in. Point for St. Michael Albertville.
You're down 6-2 and you just rotated Henderson to the front row. If you're Osseo, things aren't looking great right now. Henderson been able to take swings from anywhere and score.
Sam Palmer, one of the captains of the team, serves for the Knights. Ogery over, off of Fritz. And it's 6-3.
Ogery looking a little pink in the cheek there. She's tired. You can tell she's taken a lot of big swings. Going to need her to get another burst of energy in order to get this team back together.
Ball the middle, good run on it by Van Heel. Back set over, and the hands. Steester has it set right back by Van Heel.
I think they're trying to go a little bit faster than they need to, are the Orioles. Right now, just hang a ball high and let Steester go up and get it, work around a block.
And Heel, another serve off the tape and down to the floor. Third ace in this set alone for St. Michael Albertville out of their 8 points. Nelson to the middle and blocked. And attacked by Fong Bongza, sent right back by STMA.
Big block there. Mandy Burian looking to her assistant coach, see if we can get out of this rotation quick here.
Ruthie Torrey, who's into this set, got that last block. Another point down to the floor. 10-3 Knights, timeout Osseo.
That'll be enough. Mandy Burian wanting to talk it over with her team. I think they need to make an adjustment, whether it's putting the setter back a little bit deeper or moving their middle back across. There's been a huge hole here in zone 1, and there you see it again as Henderson exploiting that big opening down the right sideline. Henderson, as we talked about early on, even in the pregame, definitely been the factor. She's able to play with such high IQ, hit the ball, doesn't need to be hard all the time, but every shot she makes, she's trying to score. She doesn't believe in giving the ball back and giving them an opportunity to maybe make a mistake. She's going to keep the pressure on them throughout the entire point anytime she gets the opportunity to touch the ball. It has been all Knights here in set 3 as they are up 10-3 about halfway through.
It's been all volleyball for us to start the season. We had Cooper Armstrong last week, Maple Grove Buffalo last night, STMA Osseo tonight, but we've got football coming up later this week. Back-to-back nights on Thursday night. Cooper hosting Waconia at 7 p.m. Benilde St. Margaret's home against Orono on Friday. Next Wednesday, big volleyball match, top 10 teams, Lakeville North and Champlin Park. And then more football next Thursday, Hopkins and Armstrong. That'll be a good one between the Panthers and the New Look Rebels. Not completely new look, but I mean, you lose 4 D1 players. They're a little bit new look.
Well, and there's a hilly setting.
Yes.
Which sounds familiar, but when you realize it's little sister Sammy, and it's been her dream in talking with Coach Axness, she's been excited for the opportunity to set since her sister graduated.
They had a great 5-set match, although a loss against Wayzata in the Side-Out Classic on Saturday. We'll look forward to seeing Champlin Park next week. Out of the timeout, another point for the Knights. Off to a strong start here in set 3, trying to close it out at Osseo. Nelson back, hit across, diving to the floor. Sin Henderson knocked back by Steester.
Double contact here.
Double contact called on STMA.
Steester aggressive there on that overpass, finally getting into a rhythm. See if she can keep that aggressive streak going. They're a lot better when she's going for it.
Maggie Bauer ready to serve. Orioles have a lot of work to do here, not only in this set, but in this match, trying to rally. Nelson ball to Bodine over. There's Michaela Henderson. Point STMA.
Henderson finding the court yet again, this time off the block and down for a point, and she'll work her way back to the service line.
Steester, good swing off Sin Henderson for a point.
Steester finding her rhythm finally.
(12-6). Steester serving. Swinging across by Christozic. Nelson for Kwong. Back row handover by Krushke and over by STMA. Good dig by Steester on that ball. Kwong floating it across. At the net, down to the floor. Point Osseo.
Osseo starting to get in a rhythm. A few points here in a row.
Easter line drive serve off Krutschke. Oh, great play to get to that ball and get it over by Palmer. To the middle and touched over. Quan again to the back row. Offside, and a big attack from Sam Palmer.
You can tell as that free ball went across, this was going to be something fun, and Palmer just coming through the ball. Very aggressive swing, beats the block of Osseo into the 5-6 seam. 13-7.
Van Heel back in, replacing Kaylee Gluns. Krutschke serving. Oshry hits it to the back row. Pounded right side, Christozek off the block.
Big swing from the right side there, Christozek really doing a nice job. We've called her name quite a bit. Seems to be almost every time she gets set, it ends a rally.
Krutschke serves. Nelson to Steester, over. In the middle, Van Heel got on top of that ball.
Knights definitely the aggressor here in set 3. Every time they get an opportunity to swing, it's downhill quick. On the other side, and then Orioles, if they aren't completely comfortable with it, seem to be giving roll shots back to STMA. STMA lives in that world, and they're going to take care of them quite often.
And that ball off from the back row. Nobody able to take that pass. There goes another ace for the Knights. Krutschke, another timeout for Osseo.
Osseo kind of looking around, trying to find answers, not finding it on the court. Mandy Berrien going to call a timeout and get the troops a little under control here. Did not expect this when this match started. Our pregame looked like we were probably in for a long night, maybe a 4 or 5 setter. In set 1, STMA rolled it. In set 2, I thought we were going to get at least 4, as Osseo definitely in control for most of the set. And here in set 3, it looks like Osseo kind of waiting for the final whistle, not really putting the effort in that the Orioles are used to showing throughout these opportunities to play a great game. Quan not really moving the way she normally does. Oshry not quite taking the swings we're used to seeing her take. And for some reason, Megan Bauer seems to be watching other people take a ball. If you've got that other jersey on, any first touch you can get to, you got to get aggressive, and I mean now.
Megan Krutschke, the senior DS, serving a 9-point lead for St. Michael Albertville here in the 3rd set. Serves this one long. And Osseo will hope that will get them started. Quan serving, their team trailing by 8. Pounded right side. Christozek's really played some nice minutes here tonight.
Really done a nice job.
A couple times that she's been in, more than a couple times, but she's not making mistakes and the ball gets set to her.
Seems to be cherishing those touches.
Tight to the net, and Nelson, I think, into the net.
Oh, we're going to get a penetration call on the St. Michael block as she gets her hands across, not giving Nelson the opportunity to set.
17-9 with Bodine, a good little serve, but dug up by Michaela Henderson. Swing by Van Heel, and just missed on that one.
Van Heel with her first error that I can remember. She's been pretty consistent today.
Bodine serving. Here's Sin Henderson. She's long, so a quick 3 in a row for Osseo to make it 17-11.
Don't count them out yet. They need a little bit more of a run here from Bodine, so they're doing the little things well.
Notes this one not quite over. Point for the Knights. Liv Carroll in for St. Michael Albertville, and for Osseo, Ruthie Torrey, number 4, in the match for the first time tonight. Ojri, and got it down for a point.
Carolyn on the right side this set. Last set, she did the big damage down the stretch on the left side. See how she does here as a more of a blocking role on the right side.
Torrey out, Steester back in for Osseo as Nelson serves. Carroll got it to the back row. Offside Ojri. And Lindy Ojri with another kill. And Osseo within 5. Kennedy Nelson trying to close that margin further. Tough play for Fritz, got to it and over by Van Heel. Ojri attacks again and taken and played well by Krushke. Nelson will dump it, sent back by Sin Henderson. Cross and down between defenders for St. Michael Albertville. It's 18-14.
Steester with a great swing there. This set, no matter what else has been going on, we've been seeing great heat from her across the net.
It's for Michaela Henderson over, and that's a point. Even though they were up by 4, you felt like they really needed a point there, right, the Knights?
Absolutely, and there you see it again. Fast approach, great acceleration, and then a dive with the arm for the off-speed shot.
Ojri right side.
Net violation.
On St. Michael Albertville. Point stays with the Orioles. 19-15. Good dig by Ojri. Over by Kwan, off of Fritz for a point.
Back within 3 here.
Carroll out. Sin Henderson back in. Kayla Henderson handles this ball and gets it back on the attack, on the pass rather, from Fritz, and Henderson attacks, and a nice kill shot from her to make it 20-16. Oh, Nelson, that's going to be a violation point for STMA.
Tight pass. That ball's got to get off the net in order for her to do anything that even resembles a productive set.
21-16. Ball the middle. Steester hits long.
Moved her around. She's still taking a big swing, not able to score a point there. But I like the aggressiveness. At this point, hitting roll shots at their libero isn't going to score for you either. Let's go ahead and go for it.
Sin Henderson serves long. 22-17. Osseo serving. Bauer put it in play. The net. Back to Michaela Henderson, gets blocked. Nelson will set up Kwan across. Taylor Kwan with a kill. 22-18.
Nice rally way to end it on the 4-4 shot there. Great blocking there from Bodine throughout the rally. Took one, it looked like almost off her face, got her hands up late to extend the rally.
Ball the middle. Michaela Henderson puts it away.
So good right now. Henderson in rhythm on that C ball again from Sin Henderson.
Tinito Knights younger players are right next to us, Andy. And those big points. Sin Henderson across. Palmer. And look to be out. Oh, the point.
Up ref with the call there, thinking, oh, we had a net violation? Uh-oh.
Eddie Burian
getting clarification there. I think we had a net violation on Steester there, was what the up ref saw, which is a weird call.
Match point. Michaela Henderson serving. Over by Bodine. Henderson ends it. And St. Michael Albertville sweeps Osseo. 25-18 the score here in set 3.
Big finish from Henderson there. We knew her number was going to get called a lot, and it certainly was. She had a great match. First touch was clean. Did a really nice job finishing rallies as well, scoring from both the front row and the back row. I like the fact that they don't set her on a true white. They actually set her in the gap between the left side and the middle. Very tough to block that. You can't commit to it one way or the other.
Good win for St. Michael Albertville here on the road against a section opponent and a team that figures to be reckoned with this season in conference and section play.
Absolutely true. The set 1 rolling, set 2 the comeback, which will probably haunt Mandy Burian for a little bit here, and then starting fast and finishing well in set 3 for the sweep. Really good volleyball on the night side of things. Osseo, when they wanted to, when they played hard, they're capable to hang with anybody in this section. I have no doubt about it. They're going to get a player back before their next match, which is going to make a big difference. It's not just going to be Osery taking the big swings, but they're going to have another outside hitter that can do some damage, which may alter some other spots on the lineup as well.
And if Teckham's injury isn't too serious, look at their setter back as well.
Yeah, I think they're much better in a 6-2 than a 4-2 or 5-1 as the situation is. So what we're going to work with from here on out is, can they either, if they're going to be stuck in a 5-1, are they going to be able to get their hitters running more slide opportunities, because everything stayed in front of the setter, meaning the block on the other side of the net only had to worry about 2/3 of the court.
Well, hope you've enjoyed tonight's volleyball. A reminder, our next volleyball match on CCX next Wednesday, first Wednesday in September. Champlin Park, defending state 3A champions, hosts Lakeville North at 7 o'clock. Watch it live here on CCX. That will do it from Osseo tonight, though. And for Andy Guggesberg and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for tuning in for our coverage of high school volleyball 2019 on CCX Sports.